last week I got some harassments from some of my fellow powerlifters because they said I was too stuck up in my last video. So decided to be a little bit more relaxed this time and talk to you a little bit about the supplements that I take and sort of my meal plan. In the morning I have a handful. I take a multivitamin, the Strongman. I also take my fish oil, extra vitamin C and calcium, because I want to make sure that I have lots of recovery. Depends on how close I am towards competition. I always take cold FX just to make sure that I don't get sick, because as I deplete and as I get closer to my body weight, there's a little bit more stress on my body. So I want to make sure that I get the cold FX in me. I also take greens in the morning, and I mix it with my Metamucil because I want to make sure that everything's getting out of me as fast as possible. So I take a greens. For lunch, I'll have chicken or tuna, and I'll eat chicken and tuna until I get sick of it, and then I'll change it up a little bit. So once in a while I'll throw in ground turkey. And I'll also have mixed vegetables or beans with hot sauce. And for lunch or pre-workout, I'll have a little snack, maybe a banana or an apple, and then I'll take Purple K. I'll also take my branched chain and Glutamed, so I'll have a glutamine as well. I stack all of that together, and again, depending on the day that I train, on bench days that are really heavy, I'll take FUBAR, a little bit extra caffeine, might have coffee as well, just to make sure my nervous system's firing at the optimum, or as high as it'll possibly go. I'll also have a protein shake. During my workout, I'll also have branched chain and Glutamed in my drink, and I'll also take that post as well. At night, I'll take Fusion's Shut-Eye right before I go to sleep. And I thought I'd give you a twist today. I'll show you a little bit of a pancake that I make. In the mornings I'll have either a protein pancake, oatmeal pancake, or I'll just eat plain oatmeal with a little bit of cinnamon, as well as I put some mixed berries on it. So I take a half a cup, and only half a cup. It's very important. I experimented with different levels, and the more oatmeal that I put in there, the worse the pancake comes out. So it's always a half a cup of oatmeal, a whole cup of egg whites, and to mix it up, a little bit of baby spinach. Bam! Because I'm in the kitchen. Oh! A little bit of cinnamon too. Get her in the old bullet. Grind her up. Now it's time for a pancake. Almost a picture perfect pancake. Check that out. A little bit of cinnamon. Just a little bit of almond butter. Just a little bit. Ready to eat. Well, last week was the hardest week for me. It's a deload week, so it's a week that I don't do a whole lot of anything, and that's probably the hardest thing for me to do, is to hold myself back from overtraining. And then the next 5 weeks is the toughest part for me, not to overtrain and not to peak too early. I peaked too early for the Olympia. I was about 2 weeks too early. So this time for the Arnold, I want to make sure that I peak right. My coach Tony has really been holding me back, and actually yelled at me a couple times in the gym to put the weights back. And I thanked him after, but this is a real tough time for me, not to peak too early. I feel strong, and when you feel strong in the gym, you want to push yourself. But this isn't the time for me to push myself. This is the time for me to start to peak. So since I'm not doing a 3-lift event at the Arnold, I'm just doing the bench only. So the last 12 weeks, I've just been doing upper body.
So on Mondays I do arms. Typically I don't usually just do an arms day, but I tore my tricep last year before the Olympia, and I want to make sure that my tris are nice and full and nice and strong this year at the Arnold. On Tuesdays, I do a heavy back and shoulders day. Again, I just want to make sure that I'm filled out and that my shoulders and back are nice and strong, so when I put my bench shirt on that it really fills it out. Wednesdays I take off, just rest. Back in the gym on Thursdays. Thursdays I do a little bit more of a dynamic speed day. Start to use chains and bands. I'll probably do a vlog for you to show you how to set up the bands in a theory behind bands as well as chains. I just saw a magazine with a guy squatting with chains, and it was totally set up inappropriate, and probably the chains probably wouldn't even hit the ground. So I'll set that up and give you a little bit of a lowdown on chains and bands. Friday I do a light back again. That was probably one of my biggest weaknesses that my coaches noticed is my back. And then Saturdays I take off and rest, and then Sundays is my heavy bench day. So this Sunday coming up, have some good video footage of some of my max effort stuff. And on the Sundays I use a metal militia style of benching, so I max out my shirted triple, I'll max out a raw triple, I'll max out a 3-board triple, I'll max out a 4-board triple, and then I'll max out pin presses and end off that marathon with some tape presses and fry presses just to really burn my triceps up. And then I go back into my cycle again. So that's my training. Again, this is a hard time for me to hold back, and look out for next week because I'll get some real nice gym footage for you. Alright, thanks a lot.